Did that unlock a door for me? Just gonna take this nice and slow. Don't need to worry about, you know, triggering these guys anytime soon. They're all transfixed by it. I'm worried that if I bind the X-ray light box to me, that they'll suddenly start attacking me. Because I know that's exactly what's going to happen. What do we have here?
Please state your name for the record.
Paul Warren, astronaut, first class.
And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal entangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full
Loss of ego.
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary.
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good?
Yeah.
Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Alright. Well. At least they do some checks. Should you maybe take care of them while they're transfixed? Well, I did think about that, but surely as soon as you start attacking one of them, they all become, you know, unmesmerized, unhypnotized? The gun clipping through the radio is not a clipping issue, it's a feature of the director. Well, that's the thing, right? The gun changes forms, so it just molds and adapts to the form that it needs to be in. Well, let's do the X-ray light box. Use C's to complete the astral plane challenge. Okay. How do we use C? Golden copy NPC variation. Alright. Find another way to defeat this enemy. So I'm assuming hypnotize has to be done when they're not aware of you, right? So whoop. Oh, okay. So no, the gold enemy comes in, and then enemies at low health can be seized. All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna have to take you down a bit. And then... Ooh. Hold square to seize enemies. Seized enemies will fight alongside Jesse. Is that enough? No? That was dumb. I shouldn't have, should not have just sat there and took it. I was worried using melee would have killed it outright. But maybe they allow for that in this little control challenge to say, yeah, we realized you were going to kill it outright, but we'll give you a bit of leeway to, you know, seize it. But yeah, holding square takes a while. I wonder if health is shared. Like, if I recover some with the blue dots, do they recover some of the blue dots, or is it something else? Hello! Very cool effect, but nothing doing. So... Oh, come on. I need some friends. There you are. Oh, that's one. Any more? Any more? How many can I seize? And it seems to work at quite a long distance as well, so that's handy. Nope, killed you outright. See, that's what I thought would happen. You're dead. These you. I reckon you'll probably be able to have up to 3 people helping you out. I don't think they'd let you have more than 3. But then again, it might be another... Nope, only 2. 2 only. But, again, upgrades and ability points being spent on it mean you can get more. Ta-da! Can I kill you? Right, so there is a max range to this. And if you don't successfully seize them, they knock themselves back a little bit. Alright. And do seized enemies also drop some health? Maybe? Just picking up health for myself because I need it. Oh. You have been approved! The X-ray is now bound and validated. Okay. I honestly don't see myself making much use of seize that often, because it's just going to be quicker to kill people outright. Unless you can do it on big enemies, because launch works on big enemies. Oh. I guess I was worried about nothing then. Sorry, fellas. You died for me binding that light box to myself.
Your brains were fried when I took over the object.
Yeah. Oh well. But more ability points is always handy. Buy creepy, transfigured, ominous people. I mean, people who are transfigured because of a light box are much less creepy than people who just float in the air and are chanting non-stop, I think. So, ability. Right, so when I was trying to do shield barrage earlier, I didn't actually have the ability unlocked for it. So 5%, that's not that long. 10%, 10%. Seize an additional enemy, so you get 2. Seize large enemies. That's a while off, honestly. But I want to get this, because I was trying to do it before. Okay. When released. So I don't have to do anything special about it. Cool. Alright. 3,600. Yeah. Need more essence. The transfigured people were kind of useless. Well, the problem is that even if people are just transfixed by things here...
Marshall, can you hear me?
They were human people.
I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
Got lots of things to talk about. Take the elevator to reach Marshall.
Really?
Hello! Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like the explodies. Oh, that's cool. Being able to throw people who explode back at them. I really need to get more shots on Pierce if I can. Because only 2 shots is very limiting. Also, how much essence did I get there? 5,000! Alright, I can upgrade something, I think. Constructs. So, not the form. Upgrade the mods themselves. Yeah, I guess. Cool. So yeah, I now can have uncommon mods as well. I still don't see myself ever making a mod, because I might as well just get it while I pick up, you know, from enemies. But, you know, it's another thing to upgrade. I should probably save it for upgrading grip now that I think about it, though. Creating ambience is never really useless. Oh, yeah. If you sufficiently creep someone out doing nothing, then you've succeeded. You're a human. Okay.
Marshall is waiting for you in the left lab.
Ooh. Alright, well, before we go and talk to Marshall, Just need to release my bowels for that split second there. Oh, what happened to you? The rubber duck supplement. Oh yes, someone said, they said don't bring in archetypal representations. So, oh, the X-ray light box itself. So no unique procedures needed. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named blank. The object allows para-utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's conscience. The seized individual becomes beholden to the user. The effect lasts about a minute until death. Once released, the seized dies as a result of psychic trauma. The object has no current binder. A janitor named Blank bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital in Blank. Soon, the building's occupants were transfixed by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to kill the perpetrator and bind the item. Fatalities numbered in the hundreds. Tens, thousands, who knows. For operational details, see Case 26HQ452. And the rubber duck supplement. So, background. Discovered in the home of Agent Blank after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to the Agent Blank, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. It was discovered that Agent Blank was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Blank has been terminated. That should have been a massive no-no. Don't take things from the oldest house. You don't know what's going to happen.
She's just down the hall.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, and they've got a control point ready and waiting for it. Seems a bit pointless to have them both together so close. Flame. I like an area that says luck and probability. So we have central research, parapsychology, astral exhibition. I suppose they're not that close, actually. Okay, down here. Oh! Alright, so we came in over there. That's where the sector elevator is. Then Dr. Darling's office is over there, and Ashtray Maze is over there as well. Alright. Cool. Any more files? Any more files? No? Okay. Luck and probability. Hey, look. The... what do you call it? Lucky cat? Hello. Wave your hands. Alright. Ooh. Is that the singing fish? Looks a bit big for a singing fish, honestly. Was that a four-leaf clover? I didn't mean to snatch that. I thought that was just a... yeah. Well, I'll take it. You know? Now that I know I can put it back. And there's something else. So I've still only got level 3 clearance at the moment. What is this? The horseshoe. Does that mean anything? Well, I guess I'll have it facing the opposite direction. It stores all your luck inside when it's the other way around? I don't know. Hey, Marshall. Ooh, what is SCP-1356?
I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
I mean, I'm surprised not more people are unfazed by it.
In a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss.
Level 4 clearance or level 5?
Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Yeah, that's to be expected. She seems like a very no-nonsense type of person. Ooh, hello.
Last anyone heard, he was taking a security team into
You're facing a different way.
I think I know the reason.
Okay, well. Not sure why that horseshoe's on its side, but I guess that horseshoe being up is fine. Got another Newton's cradle here. So it's making a different sound effect, like the wooden elephant is doing a, whereas the horseshoe's doing like a ting ting ting. So SCP-1356 is a rubber duck that teleports and quacks when people aren't aware of it near them. So it's just that duck basically. Oh, that's good, that's good. Alright, before we do that, did I pick up any more correspondence? Multimedia? This. Oh, that's the astronaut thing that we already did. Okay. Alright, and then in terms of loadout... Nah, I think I'm fine with this one. Alright. Okay. Moving on. Hello. I'd like to go into the shelter, please. I'm a huge coward. Ooh. Is there anything in here? Yes. You? Alright. Shatter projectile boost. What's going on over here? Wow, that killed from there. Cool. Check those corners. Hello. What's through here? I should really be exploring this once the lights are all turned back on properly, but... You know, you see an open doorway, you gotta explore it. I think it was Alfred Hitchcock that said there is nothing scarier than a closed door because it represents the possibility that there could be anything behind it. So when there's an open door, you go investigate it.
See rangers over there.
As Frozen says, life is an open door. Ritual division. Okay. Hello. Ah, that's why the sign's on there. Whoa, whoa. I was not expecting it to come that close. Oh, you're my friends. Okay. So, is there another one of those hiss clusters nearby? Seize you, because I can. Yeah, the seize takes too long to actually be effective. You're better off just shooting them dead outright. You're a barrier. Okay. Let's try and find a control point to clear up, and then we'll explore properly. Yeah, because these guys are at ease, so... Oh, no? Okay. Yeah, wake up, soldiers. I mean, you gotta be on your toes here. You can't be just sitting around. Ooh. Okay. Let's claim this control point now, shall we? And Reaper is back. Hello again, Reaper. Did you enjoy your dinner? Ooh. Parakinesiology Chief Lewis. Ah, he's using the shield. So he is blocking using shield against launch. It's so cool to see bosses and enemies using their own abilities in the same way that you would. You have to work around it. Weapon mod's full. Let's try getting that control point again, shall we? There we go. You're not on the viewers list, so you're not actually here, Reaper. I don't know what goes on with the view list, honestly. The SCP Wiki is amazing because you can find some really cool and ridiculously original concepts like stalactite butterflies or crazy music sheets. And they have things like, this is a box of pills, they heal you. Very epic on the next page. Well, I think the strength of SCP comes from the imagination of the people who submit stuff to it. So I don't know if you have to be like part of an organization to make edits on the SCP Wiki, but basically if anyone's got an idea for a cool concept, they can add it, as far as I'm aware. And yeah, you just have to be like really creative with what you come up with. Alright, so weapons mods are full. Personal mods are getting there. So let's just deconstruct everything we've got. That's common, because I don't really need to worry about common stuff. Like, I'm sure some common stuff is useful, but, you know, I'd rather worry about uncommons instead, because they're more likely to be better. Alright, so we're clear on that. Personal mods. Got quite a few uncommons for that. Yeah, let's get rid of that. This. I don't think these are worth having, honestly. I can probably get rid of this as well, because I don't need to recover more health during pickups, I just need more health in general. That'll do, I think. Oh, that's actually better. Put that on. So that reduces it. Yep. Okay. C speed plus 60%. Okay, so you can actually speed it up quite a bit then. Now I am here and you're close to me. My heart is with you forever and ever. Is that another Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus quote, or is it a Xenoblade? Sorry, a Linkin Park lyric? I don't think there's anything else necessarily for us to get. Is there a shelter here? Synchronicity Lab. Before we go in here, let's read the stuff that we picked up. Research and records. Aha. Warped. The Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. The SCP Wiki is amazing because you can find some really cool and ridiculous original concepts, and we've already talked about that. Not that I dislike SCP-500, but you have just things that are so bizarre, and that one feels more grounded. And it's Xenoblade lyrics from Beyond the Sky English version, the ending song. Oh yeah, it's going to be ages before I get to that ending song, so I'm not going to be able to hear that for a while, I don't think. I got some more research and records, actually. Here we go. The Threshold Kids Initiative Proposal. With the recent arrival of the Blank, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young... director? No, that's too short for director. There are no other children for Blank to play with, and Blank is expected to learn about frightening new concepts. Blank will require slow, child-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce The Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet-making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Blank will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a child to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, kids love puppets. So this proposal must have been for Dylan, right? If he was taken 17 years ago. This is by order of Zachariah Trench. So, yeah, there are no other kids for Dylan to play with, and Dylan expected to learn about frightening new concepts. It might not be Dylan, but, you know, I think that's the closest one. So, what do we have? So, Synchronicity Lab's the dead end. That's good. Head this way. Wait, hang on. This looks very similar to the room we were in before. Okay. I mean, it kind of looks like a prison almost for people. Okay, we've got a thing there. Files? Files? Any files? Always interested to read more about these things. Got crash test dummies. The door had exploded. See. Hello. Why are you different? You've got something. You stand out, Mr. Crash Test Dummy. Alright. Before we head right, let's go up the stairs and go around. See if there's something around here that we want to see. So they're trying to synchronize Newton's cradles. So we got 3 on the right, 1 on the left. Okay. I wonder if they're making the Newton's cradles just be active with paranatural energy. And then we got lots of TVs. Okay. Synchronicity experiment. Here we go. Examination of paranatural topics, experimentation with global synchronicity. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room, and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure, until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of blank. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. And that's by, what? Casper Darling, I think it was? Jared Gronson, by order of Casper Darling. Okay. So they synchronized their brains, not the TVs. Okay. So we got crash test dummies there, bed here. Right, okay, let's go down the stairs now. Mirror testing. Ah. Clearance level 6. Oh, okay. We'll come back later, don't you worry. I didn't see any other files to look at, but since we're coming back here later, I don't need to worry about that.